Open new project now. File. Okay. Here comes file, new project. Windows form certification. Say batch 6 p.m. Click OK. Okay. Which control you would like to place here? Called It is called list box control. Go to toolbox. There is a control called list box. Come down. Here I have. Drag and drop. Yes. Can we have list of values? Yes. Go to properties. Here we'll have items collection. Browse. Now you give list of values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. Yes. All values are visible under list box control. But will it allow you to select default multiple values? No. Default, it will allow you to select only one value. Only single value it will allow you to select. Yes. Select 2. After that, select 5. 2 is deselected. 1, 7. 1 is deselected. So only 1 it is supporting. Then how do you select multiple values? Select the control. Right click. Go to property. Go to property. Then here you have selection mode. You have to select multi-simple. Okay. Run the code. Now see the difference. I said what? Multi-simple. Fine. Output window is here. Now select 2. Okay. Now select 5. 2, 5. Both are in selection. Then 7. 7. All are in selection. That is what? Multi-simple. Acha. In that only, we have another option called multi-extended. Go to properties, change, multi-extended. Run the code. Now, select 2 first. 2 selected. Select 5. 2 is deselected. So, difference is like this. Multi-simple, it will allow you to select the values directly, multiple values directly. In multi-extended, you can select the values by holding control key. Control, 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 control. Simple answer is with the control, without control. Multi-simple is selecting multiple values without control. Multi-extended means selecting multiple values with control, with holding control. That makes a difference. That's it. This is one more control. Now we have all small controls to discuss with. Now we are going to study about a control called date time picker control. Date time picker control. Drag and drop. Yes. See the format? Day is coming, month is coming, date is coming, year is coming. You want to change this format? You can change. Right click, properties, and we have an option. What option you want to use here? Format, custom. Yes, custom. What do you want to apply? Here you write custom format. What do you want to apply? First, I want to apply something called triple D. D. That will display day name of the week, like Thursday. Then DD, 2-digit date, oblique. M, capital M, that will display month name in abbreviated form, oblique. Y, H, colon, M, colon, S, space, TT. Yes, this is my format here. Triple D, you can see that it has displayed day name of the week, Thursday, that too in abbreviated form. Then 20 date. Then because of capital 3 times I used M, so it has returned me month name in abbreviated form. Month name in abbreviated form. Then century and year, and hours, minutes, seconds. TT will display the time format. AM, PM. TT. PM, now it is 6 so and so time, PM is coming. If it is AM will come. And another interesting thing of this concept is if I run my code, if I run my code, even at runtime, you will be provided by calendar attached to this control. Calendar will be associated to this control. If I run my code, try, execute, control F5. Yes, calendar. You can change your month here, 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 here. Yes, you can keep on changing. Okay, what is that control you have called? Date time picker control. Date time picker control. Yes, we have another control, and that control is month calendar control. Here I have. Just double click. Yes. If I say month calendar control, by default, you can see provides current month calendar, current month. But I'm interested to see the calendar. I'm interested to see the calendar of multiple months like August, September, October, November. 4 months calendar at a time I want to see. 4 months calendar. Okay, 4 months calendar. What do you want to do? You want to see at a time, at a time. How to do that? How would you see that? Simple. Select the calendar. Here there is a property. Calendar dimension. Width to height to. But 4 months calendar. Now if I run my code, even this calendar can be converted to years, months here. Click on this. 2020 total calendar. Again, you click range 10 to 20. Sorry, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 10 to 90, 10 months calendar. Just you have to click onto that heading. That's it. Okay. That what is that control called? Month calendar control. Okay. Now we will see how to work with something called timer control. One more control we have, timer control. But before I introduce the timer control, let's make one small comparison here. And what is that comparison is? I'll put one label in this corner, okay, and I'll give the text to it for understanding as time. It displays time. I mean to say time. You increase font size, all that stuff. Right click, properties, go to font, then browse, uh, uh, make bold, increase the size, say okay. Chalo, done. Now, what exactly you're looking for means whenever I run my program, in place of that time, time should come actually. Time should come, and the time should even function also. The time should even what function also. So in order to get the time, what we do now, select the form here, select the form, double click on. Yes, it will generate form load event method. Yes. What do you want? Time, no? Only time you want. So try. Label one dot text is equal to date time dot now dot too long time string. Yes, this will return me the time. Try, execute the code, and time will be available now. Yes, but the problem is that time is not functioning. It's only time displayed. But every time I run my code, na, I'll be provided with different time. Run the code for second time. Yes, 19 seconds. Rerun the code again, 25 seconds. Changing, but I have to run every time. No, I want the time even to function. I want even the time to change. Currently, it is not happening. Chalo, do one thing. Place, I just make another control here. That is also label only. Drag and drop here. Label. Okay. This is another. Put the text, time, font, browse, bold, 11. Okay. But this label is label 2. This label. This was label 1. And you want this label to work also. The time should work for us. For that reason, now what you are supposed to do is place a control called timer control. Here we have timer control. Drag and drop. Yes. Timer control. Now for this timer control, we have properties. Right click on timer control, go to properties. Here, first timer control enabled, make it true. Interval, it shows 100 milliseconds. Better you make 1000 milliseconds makes 1 second. Interval, I'm saying. 1000 milliseconds makes what? 1 second. And remaining properties you don't touch now. Go to events tab. There is only one event available, and that event is called tick event. Double click on it. And here, same code what you have written in form load, copy to timer 1 tick control. Yes. Change your label to label 2.text. Control F5. Now see the difference. One will be constant, one will be functioning. See that time is changing. 53, 54, 55, 56 is changing. But their time is fixed. It's not changing. That is the use of timer control. So what is happening? Every 1 second, timer control is executing this method. That method which is called as tick method. Every second I'm saying. And it is providing time to label. Okay. Now exactly same way in the same program. We'll try this also. What do you want is here. If this dot back color, this dot back color means form back color. Form back color. The meaning of it. This dot back color is form back color. Is it red you have now? Is it red color you have? Obviously not. It's light gray color. Background color I'm saying. Background color. Gray color we have. It's not red. Okay. Now we'll have something else now. Yellow. So it's not what yellow color you have. So you change it to yellow now. It is not yellow color. So you put else and write this dot back color is equal to color dot yellow. Else this dot back color is equal to color dot cyan. Yes. Done. Try once. You want to understand what exactly is happening? First say me. What is the background color of the form? Gray. So this condition is false because it is not yellow. False. False. So what it will do? Control will come to else part. In else part, it will change the background color of the form to what? Yellow. It will change the background color of the form to yellow. And again, after 1 second, if when it checks the condition becomes true. The color will be changed to cyan. Over. That's it. Run the code. Every 1 second, color will be changing of your form. Yellow to cyan, cyan to yellow. That color. Every 1 second answer. Yellow, cyan. Now, second part will try in the same program. Now I'll go to design window. Place another label now. Go to toolbox. Place one more label. Go on top. Here I have a label. Mm, somewhere you have no label. Here, label. Okay. And I give this label with a text. Go to properties. Under properties, you give the text as where do you want to go today? Question. Browse. Browse. Uh, font. I'll change. Bold. Mm, right. Now you got the content. Text. You want to change background, foreground, these all things you can try. Back color. Back color of this label. Web. Light color I'll give. Back color. Chalo, right. And fore color. Border style. This also I'll provide. Okay, border. And what else you need? Oh, fore color. What's the text color it is? Web. I want to go with maroon. And you want to make this text scroll. Go to code behind file. Here. What is that label? Right. Label 3 dot left is equal to label 3 dot left plus 10 pixels. How many? 10 pixels. Run the code. Now you can see text slowly it starts moving. It's moving from left, it is moving to right. What did you write the logic? Third label it is. First label time, no, time is not functioning. Second label time, time is functioning. Third label, in which I place the content, and every 1 second, 10 pixels, it is jumping to left side. 10 pixels, it is jumping to left side. And if you want it to stop at certain point, for that also you can write condition. Yes, we can. There is a facility. And after going to that point, it will stop, and again it should be back and continue from that point. Even that facility also is. Okay, keep on moving the text. That is your what? Oh, timer control. Yes, we'll go a little further. Close solution, open a new project. File, new project. Windows Form application. Click OK. Now you're going to start with a topic that which you call as containers. That is what our topic is. Container. In the container, go to toolbox, close this tab so that container tab is visible. Expand this. Select first group box. And remember, one difference between group box and panel container is group box will have title, panel will not have title. Here, group box one is in there you can mention your own text. That is a facility we can have for what? Group box control. So one difference that you notice between group box and panel containers is group box will have title, panel will not have title. That makes one difference. Okay. Second difference for group box in the design window, if you notice, I don't know whether at your end it is visible or not, but if you focus, there is one rectangular box visible for group box. Rectangular box is there for group box. Do you find that? And even in panel also, rectangular dotted box is visible for panel. That is solid line we have for group box, solid line, not dashed line. For panel, it is dashed line. But both of them are visible in design window. But remember, if I run my form, I can see group box still showing you that grid, that line is still shown for group box. Panel, there is no grid, there is no line, there is no rectangular window for panel. If you want, you can come up with the properties. In the properties, you can specify something called here. Mm, somewhere you have that option. 1 second. Border style. Fixed 3D. Yes, 3D. Panel will be like this now. At runtime also, it will. You can see same window. Yes. Second difference between group box and panel. Group box, group box uh, window, group box is visible at runtime. But what about this I'm saying? Panel is not visible at runtime, but you can make it visible by changing the border style of that control, where I have changed it to fixed 3D. So one was visible, one was not visible at runtime. We made it visible at runtime by using a property. Okay. Second difference, right? Hmm. Second is three. First is what? With the title, without title. Second, visible at runtime. One is not visible at runtime. One can be applied with border style. One cannot be applied with border style. Simple. Group box doesn't require any border style. Panel can be applied with border style. Okay. Now we will go little further. This will be interesting thing to notice now. Another difference. And the difference is here in both the containers, I'm going to put one or two controls. First, I'll put button here, and I wantedly put button in the corner. Yes, wantedly I place here. Again, I'll go to toolbox, and wantedly I'll put one button in this corner. Yes. So total control is not visible. That is something we are going to discuss now. Total control is not visible, partially visible. Same thing you do in the bottom also. Take the button, put it little down. Okay, here also control not visible, complete not visible. Go to toolbox, place a button, somewhere you put here. Okay, here also control not visible, complete, not fully visible. If you want to see those controls which are not fully visible in your container, remember we have this facility in both the containers. We have this facility. What is it? What exactly it does? See, first for group box, right click, properties, and in properties, group box properties, here, first we'll go for panel. Panel, right click, properties, and under properties, you have something called auto scroll true. Yes, scroll bars are activated. Now you can see the control, which was partially visible, now fully visible by moving this tab. Even one button which is not visible at all. Yes, now button is also visible. This type of scroll bars you cannot have for group box. That makes a difference. Altogether, how many now? Four differences. Four. Then what to do for group box? You don't have panel, you don't have scroll bars. So there is a facility for group box. What you can do, to make these buttons fully visible, you can expand the size of group box. Expand the size of group box. So do select that, go to properties, you have an option, come down, auto size, make it true, automatically group box size will be expanded, so the total control is visible. See there, auto size. Here what was the property? Panel has a property called auto scroll, and group box has a property called what? Auto size. Here auto size, here auto scroll. These are the differences that you notice between group box and panel containers. Four differences. Now let's go a little further and we study about third container. Third. First I'll put button. Double click. Second button. Third button. Fourth button. Fifth button. Sixth button. Okay. Arrange them please. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6 button. Button 3 is there. Whenever I click onto that button 3 should be hidden. Button 3 should be hidden. So for that I'm writing logic. Double click on button 3 and write button 3 dot visible equal to false. Run the code now. You click on button 3 will get hide. It will be hidden. Yes. And why I have hidden is so that we can learn the importance of this container. You have hidden that button, you have hidden the place which was occupied by button 3, it is left as it is. It is left as it is. I don't want this. Whenever I hide or whenever I remove any control, I want remaining controls to rearrange themselves. But currently it is not happening. So for that reason, what I do, just move this buttons little, just at the end of the form, go to toolbox, then go to containers, flow layout panel, and place all these buttons here. All these buttons, yes. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now they are not direct, they are not on the form, they are in flow layout panel container. Execute the code. Now see, because that controls are in flow layout panel, whenever button 3 I click, it is hidden, and in place of button 3, 4 will come, 5 will come in place of 4, 6 will come in place of 5. It means buttons get rearranged. Yes. 3, this is flow layout panel. That will be done by flow layout panel. Exactly same way. There is another, this is simple container. Table layout panel that will arrange you to put your data in rows and columns. You can add a column, you can add row, but the moment you add your column and row, you can find that their width and height has been changed. These 4 cells are of some height and width. The added column and row size and width are different. You want to make them equal? Click on this. Say edit rows and columns. Go to column 3. Make it 50%. Select rows. Select that third row added. Make it 50%. Say done. All are of equal what? Width and height. All cells of this table are in what? Same width and height. Interesting thing to notice in this concept is, if I go to toolbox and if I place one control, what control you want to have? For example, first I want to have label. Okay, put label. Okay, label control is placed. In the same cell, I want even a button. So go to toolbox, select the button control and try to put here. You can't. I say. It means in a table container, one cell, one cell will have only one control. One cell can have only one control. Only one control. So already label is there. I cannot put button into it. I can put button here. But in this cell, I cannot have one more control. If you want to have multiple controls in one cell, then you should make addition of one sub container. Panel I added now in first cell. Panel I added. Now you go back and say first comes label. Okay, put that control here. Okay, label. Now then go to toolbox. Then go to button, drag and drop. Now see, both have come. Button has come, label also has. So how do you add multiple controls in one cell? This is the answer. You should create sub-containers inside a table container. Then you can add multiple controls in each cell. Then you can add what I'm saying, multiple controls in each cell. Exactly same way, there is another container called tab container that will allow you to create tab control container. You see here, each tab will have list of options available. Each tab will have what? List of controls available in each tab. You want to add a tab? Click add a tab. Click add a tab. Add a tab. Remove tab. That is what control it is called? Tab control container. Similarly, there is one more container, that which you call as split container. Yes, split container. By default, split container splits the form into two panels. Panel 1, panel 2. Panel 1, panel 2. That to split. What vertical? Once you try, no? You try properties. Somewhere we have a property to change its orientation. Mm, see where it is. Go on top. Background image. Somewhere we have 1 second. We'll check here. Okay, 1 second. We'll select this now. Now go to properties. Open properties window. Here, orientation. Default is vertical. Default vertical. Change to horizontal. Horizontal. Panel 1, panel 2. Width, height, background color, foreground color. These all things, depending on the requirement, we go for designing. Depending on the requirement, we go for coding. That is called what? Split container. That's it.